comedy hematite because it's not comedy gold, yeah. Well, it's about that time again. Every year about this time, Mama thinks she's about to die. And 2 years ago, she bequeathed unto me a shirt pin with a flower on it. And then last year she had a hair comb she gave me, and I pawned them and I got some good money off of them. And then this year's a little different. She about 3-4 days ago, she sat up right in her bed from waking up screaming. She was screaming, and me and my 4 brothers and 2 sisters ran in there and tried to figure out what was going on. Thought a raper had come in there, and she was just looking at us with terror in her eyes. And she said, I just was told by the good Lord that in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be zapped on up to heaven, and I'll finally be done with your torture and this misery. This miserable life, she said, exactly like that. This miserable life. And she started bequeathing unto us things. And then she made them all leave the room, looked me dead in the eye and said, I'm going to give you the greatest thing I own. I'm giving you my family secret recipe for lard crackers. And I about cried. Oh Lord, what a great gift from your mama right before she dies from whatever it is she's going to die of. And I thought I'd share with y'all, because this morning she said she wished I weren't never born, and she was going to get on up to heaven in a week and a half, and she was going to look that good Lord in the face and tell him to send me back down, or she was going to go back down to hell, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm getting on here to share her family secret recipe and just really sizzle her griddle. And I told her I was going to do it too, and she laughed. And she said, you can't, because there's one secret I didn't tell you, son. It's that you have to use a seasoned iron skillet that ain't never been washed. Because if you don't, then those lard crackers, they don't taste right. But I didn't believe her. I thought it was a trick. So I went over to Freddy's and I stole his new iron skillet, and I tried to fry me up some lard crackers. It's real simple. You just take some lard and some flour and a little bit of salt, and you mix them together, and you just put it in that skittle, and you let it sizzle on down until it's crispy. And then you just pry that off that pan and you just eat that up. It's that good. But anyway, this new iron skillet just didn't cut it. And I went over to Aunt Janini's and I stole her iron skillet right off that hook. And I went back home and I cooked me up a batch, and it was so good. That iron skillet was old as hills. And them lard crackers was amazing. And I made me up about 15 batches before that skillet caught fire. Just shot a flame right up that center like you wouldn't believe, like Satan himself knew what I was doing. And I was scared. And I took that pan up by my hand and took it out that dirt yard out there, and I just sat it right down. Burnt my hand up, but at least my house is still up on all 4 walls. And I just got tired of watching that thing burn, so I took me my glass of moonshine and I just throwed that on there, and that just flamed out. Lesson learned. I know that. I wasted me some moonshine just to make that fire bigger. Didn't work at all. So once that finally went out, I went in there, wiped off the dirt, and made me up another batch of lard crackers to ease up that stress. And you know what? That moonshine must have cooked something good in there, because them lard crackers was good. I ain't never had nothing so good in my life. And when Mama passes in a week and a half from a bull boring her in the stomach, or a train hitting her, or a car hitting her, or a gunman coming in there, or whatever it is the good Lord wants her to do, I'll tell you what, I will remember her lard crackers for the rest of my life. And I ain't never gonna forget it. I ain't never gonna forget it. I'm gonna make me some lard crackers right now. I'm gonna eat one for you. And for you, Mama, may you rest in peace in a week and a half. Good Lord willing. Comedy Hematite, because it's not comedy gold, yeah.